Hello yo, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Moon and as well Rising. Weekly general tarot reading January 4th up until January 10th, 2021. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm saying 2020. 2021. So should you be interested in a personal reading with me, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a full list of my services as well, a link to my website in which you're going to find full list of my services as well, their pricing. So that being said, moving to the reading straight away here, guys. First one that we do have for you, Aquarius, that is going to be the Devil. And right as the week starts, guys, you are going to feel, not just only feel, but also it will be just like that you can do the things exactly the way you want to do them. That is what the Devil grants you, to force your own personal circumstances so you can make whatever is to satiate the hungers of your soul, that is true. So at the start of this week, you're going to start fulfilling your wishes. You're going to start fulfilling your desire as well. Should your desire be money, for example, you're going to create circumstances to make money. Should you desire love, you're going to make circumstances to make love as well. Devil generally gives you wings, if I may say it that way. It grants you power to do things exactly the way you do them. The catch is that at the end you have to bear the consequences of those actions, okay? So nothing is for free. That's why the devil, energy of the devil, while very powerful, it's very neutral, okay? If you do use that energy to make good, good shall find you. But if you use that energy to make bad, well, bad is gonna find you. Just to give you an example of it, here, say that you do want somebody so bad, but that person has a family. Well, at the start of the week, you're going to have the power to split that family and have the person for you. Have you done anything good? No. So that person is going to leave you for somebody else in the future. Somebody is going to do that for you as well. Because at some point, the devil is going to give them wings. Okay? So you have to be very accountable to your actions at that point. Why I'm saying that? Because as soon as you taste that power to have the things the way you want them to be, to satiate the hungers of your soul, to force the fateful circumstances required in order to have the things your way, you are going to become intoxicated. Okay, that is something that everybody falls for it. It's not your fault. And pretty much politicians falls for it, okay? Community leaders falls for it. This is because they do have power, and you're gonna have such power over fate, over the consequence, over the circumstances, and so on and so forth. So don't abuse it, okay? Use it to make good rather than to be selfish about it. But when you do use it to make good, you have to make it so that you feel happy from it. You should not do good just for the sake of it. And that way you are going to, like I said, satiate the hungers of your soul. So what is important here at the start of the week, it is to identify what you need and how to make it so, not to do it, but how to make it so you get it without breaking anything in the process of it, because that is possible and that is something you can do definitely. Moving next, we do have the Six of Swords here, and right after you do realize how powerful you are at the start of this week, then is going to stand the question, what happens after I do what I am to do. So here the Six of Swords, it's a confirmation that you're going to choose the right way to incorporate, or rather like to manifest the power of the devil, the energy of the devil. And that is because you're going to start realizing what kind of consequences your actions may present. And you are to find yourself sitting on a threshold, let's say, that separates you from the unknown, which could be in your relationship that you can force, or rather like that you can establish, which could be a new job that you can start working here, being acquired through the power of the devil. And yeah, it's going to be a scary period, right? You're going to be afraid, what if? What if this happened? What if that happened? And in reality, guys, there is nothing for you to be afraid of, because like I said, the Six of Swords is a confirmation that you're going to use the power of the devil correctly, and traversing that threshold, it's only going to improve your personal circumstances. So doing nothing, it's not the answer to how you can use that week, because such kind of a thing comes very seldom into our world. I mean, the power to do whatever you like, the power to do whatever you please. Okay. And for you, it seems that that is the week where you actually make a difference. Don't allow the fear from the consequences of that difference to petrify you and not to make it and not to pull it through. Once again, you should guide yourself, but is this good for others or not? Does this ruins others' lives or not? And if should not, then it's yours to do. I mean, if not, then you definitely have to do it. Because with the devil card, if you do not do something to not to fulfill, but like I said, to satiate the needs that you do have, you're gonna start fading. What I mean is that the drive for life is gonna start abating within you, and you don't want that. Nobody wants that. Right after the fear here, that is going to be the Five of Pentacles, and once you well, that accompanies the fear itself. Because the Six of Pentacles doesn't point that you are going to traverse the threshold I was talking about towards the unknown. The unknown is just signifies the fear that you're going to have. And that fear itself is going to make you feel simultaneously quite uncertain for the job you have, for example, for the relationship you have as well. That is because the more you think about it, the more cracks you're gonna see into it, in a sense of that the more problems, which are small problems, but they are many problems as well. With the Five of Pentacles, Aquarius, important thing to know is that those problems can and should be resolved. It is just you should not panic about it. So you should not attend to the situation in generally emotionally, but instead you should attend to the situation with keen intellectual ability, sharp mind, and in generally you have to face it logically. So just to summarize here, I have to commend you, Aquarius, because at the start of the week you are going to feel yourself almighty. So that's power I was talking about, but you are gonna be like a superhero, because what the superhero knows, it is that with the great power comes a great responsibility, and you will fully realize that. And this is why you're gonna feel uncertain and how can I say insecure, because what if I do something wrong with it, right? Well, according to the Six of Swords, it's highly unlikely that you will, but still the sheer accountability toward a negative consequences that your actions could bring, it's something that you are going to be pretty stuck with, or rather like pretty concerned with. And for that, my friends, I accolade you, because normally when people feel power, they disregard every negative consequences that power could create, especially if these negative consequences are for others. But you are going to think first and foremost for the others, and then for yourself. And after that, we do have the Ace of Swords, and it seems that the light is going to shine at your street, because the Ace of Swords points that after those feelings of half of week, of uncertainty, insecurity, fear, if you will, as well. What if, something goes wrong? After the middle of the week, towards the end of the week here, Aquarius, you are going to pretty much wrap the thing around, if I may say it that way, with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords points that at that particular time frame, towards the end of the week, you're going to build up a very solid spiritual strength to push through no matter what. to pretty much undertake and address the issues that you are seeing with the consequences of your actions and resolve those issues as well. For the Ace of Swords, points that towards the end of the week, you're going to have a pretty good idea how and what you should do and what this is going to lead to. In other words, you're going to have an accurate diagnosis over the situation and its consequences as well. So that as well impose to an accurately formed plan or formed plan of actions that you are going to have, which is going to be toward the benefit of all, not just only you, but also people that surrounds you and those which are involved in regards to fulfilling whatever you yearn for. Ace of Swords also points that you are not going to shy from certain drastic actions if drastic actions are required in regards to accomplishing your goal here. And at that point as well, one of the two, or maybe the two of those, are going to happen. Towards the end of the week, you are going to learn some truths, or you are to speak some truths, or maybe both. You're going to learn the truth and you're going to speak it. So it's kind of like you're going to be something like a messenger. But that is just a how can I say, practical manifestation. The philosophical thing about the Ace of Swords, it is that towards the end of the week, you are going to figure out how to implement the power of the devil to do the things you want and you yearn for without causing any harm to anybody else and without jeopardizing your bright future. And towards the end here, we do have the Strength card. That is towards the end of the week, at the very end of it. And the Strength card pretty much points, guys, that you are going to find the right measures to chase your goal and to satiate your hungers, your needs as well. Should you need love, you're going to find the right measures to experience the love you can't experience here. Should you yearn for money, you're going to find the right way, or the most balanced, the right way how to make money without making anybody else poor, right? The Strength card here points that you will be able to react on every situation with the appropriate manners and appropriate as well, how can I say, reaction, if I may say it that way. And pretty much you will start forming something indestructible for yourself. That could be indestructible business, indestructible relationship, which, if it is about relationship, is going to be filled with passion, that fuel that the devil throws in, and the determination that the Strength card, it kind of like impose upon this relationship, that is going to be for a lifetime. And that relationship based on these cards is going to be everything you have ever needed, not just only wanted, but everything you have ever needed. Okay. And that will be the scary thing in it. What if it breaks, right? That will be the how can I say, the fear of the consequences that I was talking about. You have the person ready to be with you, and you are afraid to go in, realizing that if that thing fails somewhere in the future, 2 days from now, couple of weeks from now, 5 years from now, you are going to be devastated. So that is a fear that may obstruct you of manifesting that relationship. That is just for an example. But towards the end of the week, you are going to realize that this fear is in vain for one or another reason. And from there, a passion and in generally complete devotion takes place from one another. So that being said, Aquarius, this was your weekly general tarot reading, January 4th up until January 10th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, guys, and we shall see each other next time. Until then, bye.